the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Alright, abusa for my enchel and more kwaba beam and family casa for so. Nsem-Pii TV, be the first to know. We the dini, udija, oto dear. Okra, we are importer and also we are exporter, NETA. Shall ne ball sapo munsu, if it's $1 no, I shall say money muso, and no more ball ever heading. IMF ebuafu His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene NDC government no ene enkrata akopiem ewo mrahye bedefi eno na yewura Kwadwo Opon Kroma a the former Minister for Communications and then the former Minister for Works and Housing Edia Abeto Edwa ebusafo Jibre ne yenye enchiremu emra Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo and His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia at the program be by our near friends a gold purchasing program. So gold purchasing program we know it's me boy Emma a Ghana ekipu ni forest reserve no Emma scanner forest no a dollars no at me ejina ho endorso a core reserve man near fence anka because near the good ekwaje oil ne dia keka na fofi antwata and another Danko Akufo-Addo ne Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia o maba eguye NDC for buying, Omudumunsa Echo Ball, that forest reserve, His Excellency Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo, the administration, it mean yagu hono. Within a year 3 months from January, February, March, now Omaji, a sikanim $1.3 billion, $1.3 billion, they say, Omudi be stabilize this city no, and share, no city, the rate at which I city no, so air say eba, so air nebano. Ema nipa bi ebeka say eye artificial eye artificial na conversation ye bebo ade a che no ade a ye interest ni say presenter no e recall say o kai say Honorable Kwadwo Opon Kroma ebeka nsem bi emre bi a etwam nanso Ghana mampani amfa no serious nanso hereby the case abebi a ye bedui April, May, June omusa do munsa kobo forest reserve nim e mani kodru $4 billion Into $4 billion no, said the mayor dollar never bedru 10 Ghana cedis. Ampa ebedruye. And so hereby the case IMF buofu afu nyina say Ghana use the forest reserve now on too much. Na say forest reserve no esa o man Ghana ho be kire nti cedi ne be sha say arise. Wa bra o man be sa boka. And into share ebedru 10.3 and a call 10.4, 10.55, 10.6 and now you can say drew 11 Ghana cedis because IMF won in Omudima His Excellency John Dramani Mahama no and don't announce so many in 9 and as we in every a forest reserve no so it was for embrace yourself you caught me kuti and Sama Kwadwo Opon Kroma editu idwa concerning IMF ebufo Omudiaba government no so wadwen kire de ehun hia pa we photo comment section no ase
dollar na yede mo si dollar na yede yenyele den mo mpe dollar ni bi mu ana anase de asem na asi uba eyesu hia amansantin tankese ne so a omo kire se dollar no
abehwim a kirem se oman yesikasem ne fa ba bi won mo a International Monetary Fund IMF won mo adwayi papa na adwa mo adwane se ye dollar ya ene ye boye ho ensamrane na ye bo ho hire se ejina yie no aban eyi sika nye kuma ena wodi asoso dollar no asena na ase amana kwakwa wie safe dollar na ase nanim abanyam enso ukonkrata mu a enye saa ena etie ankasa na no nam so ma Bank of Ghana sesei wo mo ehwe se sika won mu yi ede eboa dollar no won ba behwan so afi emre kakra aka no na no na manfo asase ebo mo hene sei ekobasa ahwa na dollar yi saba betresi di konso ama ehun senkae no akwakọ yi bibie ho yera Kwadwo Opon Kroma eye kanesoafo a na ohwede uboso kanesoafo na ohwe adansie ene enwuma ensem so na ene ukwa oman mrase bia fia nim se wono ne si omanfo wo ofo ase ayerebi anamu na abedwako risk asem so no wono ne dom kuma no won ba nani ewo saa abedwako no so yene ni eye saa enkomo yi kakra nsanse wabo wa afa ho se enuoma na ekoso fa dollar no ho no na ise da nyina yi so ase katasumu mu aso kakra bi ntie ne ye ya abai se no be ka fa ho Honorable Kwadwo Opon Kroma ye modwo
bana say
adom ne experience nti ho ye na so
onyankopon adom tie tinkwam
ye da twede ampo nyankopon ase me kai pa se mere bi nkomodiem na wo de hwim se dollar ya se ya se de yaka na team fom a si de atra ne so yi ho nhyehyɛ no ase nyina so no nhyɛda nye papa bi ene ne IMF volume de behwe mu aba to dwase Bank of Ghana behwe na emwa wo de so dollar na se no wate so minim se wate sa asem na wate so a de ewo mu ene de wo ka fa ho no
pamintia wetiafo na mintre bibi kakra de ma ye kan sa be bosumi nyenu ne fa besen kon se ye hunu se de aban ni ye no ye se 2021 nhihye BNPP aban de bae a Ghana nkasa ye to gold na ya ton ama Ghana nya ama no ni sika no ye friend gold purchase program no ye fia se no asa de awadu bro eche kakra nsa na eso aba na eso apa no aba na eba no instead say aban no de se sika no ebesisi Ghana foto na Ghana sika sama pejare de awoye ne se odi sika no odi sum dollar no ekofom sanso pese amanfo boje ne so se yesika se mwegine yi na eno na ma ye bo aban ne kokko in fact that time no boso mi ensa na di kan no na aban no a spend $1.4 billion every dollar yenye free gold purchase program no mo abai kan o se enye no kre by June na mid-year review by next kana kwa kudu almost $4 billion temio $4 billion ai no no mude esum Ghana cedi no ama ase dollar na ho de pagya so esika no de esum no tena omu yi omu se free so pe obon se dollar na sen pagya bio eno ye kan o twa da paso pa ye ya ene IMF for hwe nkrata mu no mde ya ba bonten se de aban ni ye ni no ba ko ni se o de ye dollar reserves no de sum cedi no eno ntina ama se dollar na ho de pagya nanso eti se de awodo wonsa ahum anawde pia ade ntumi mmem nkohyenhye ate wunya yi nsape ebesan epagya abasubim tie no na IMF no World Bank ebo aban kokose untumi nkoso nye ne saa enti boni freno regulatory framework say for regulatory framework for interventions numra ti eda edi na afi aban ntumi nye ne saa bebre so wahwa na wotwe mienu ni a free 10 akodu 10.4 akodu 10.6 and then nyumrem se na number 10.9 and no na ama dia air corner sa no hu no ye kan sa wie ne asan so atra ban kwan a so pese ye so dollar no mu yi pa no kremu a e wo se e fa so na so abama kana fo nyina ti de besra ban ne se artificial de na no ye na se se IMF ati omoto a omu yi omunsa nti atati wen no eno de unyai na dia efa emra kwan so anka se wo so ye no eno de den sa ban be ye but na wo so ye omfa sa kwan no so ye ne ntumi ma Ghana city na ho de enyina kwan pa so a ebe so aba ma obia
kwan pa no nka ne de he
ebi ne se ye de eniema kwa ama no ne koton a e wo sa ban emehia no not say dollar yebenya the friend foreign exchange earnings no ni na besa ba Ghana na ba be Ghana dollar ni ho Nsem-Pii no letters of credit requirements was exporters no retire emma Nsem-Pii no so bon se banks no so no omo accounts wa brochira e friend nostro accounts e ho na dollar ni kogumu a e wo se ba bebre ho a emma na ka ho now you are buying now kase ubeka osesi so make sure say banks and exporters no be saa omno ubeko because on person mu keep dollar no ubeye unpopular kakra but no need there was a way as a buying we do na basic form no make sure say and no be aduma women we aduma $1 ni be available on the market e wo Ghana ha say and 2 the price na be pay enko yesa wo price bi so ye ko bank a yenya nemo me kwa abochi ho a yebenya ntu se ne de akoyi wo kan ese rate ne ye 10 nso ko banka wunya ade so ko abochi ho bank ne ti ho nti no na ya sra ban se Oma nukuredie ni nyedwuma. Na LOC requirement any nostro accounts no all na banks no any exporters no omo comply na dollar na bagana supply ni be improve na ho ankohia sa ban ebeye massive interventions ye ko IMF ni na 3 billion and na ban a spend be 4 billion say or the pia dollar number 10 or by the time sa sika no be san obeyi ni nsa no say dollar ni san pija bioma. It is a 4 billion ya shina. Sebi nyado, sebi bru. Yentumi amfe nye japadi biya o Ghana ha ye behu say $4 billion we no. Ye di si we na de ye kwan. Ne pokwa se kwan yi. Minyi ni se bedu $1 billion. But ya shi $4 billion. Say di pia dollar na ba 10 mankofo abansem amai. Eno na se se ye kode bi aban etwe ne nsa se se fi ase yi pija. Ya nwe yi a ye be wie no. Ne a shi be 6 or 8 billion. But ye nye japade ba ku bi ebetumi de akere se ska we see ne de e betumi aka ne se e de se ska ni pia dollar no ma no ba fo man kofo bo nse ma ban be busumi 9 pe na sebe ne nsusu so a ayen ka edum no e wo hemfa te no ntina ye bo aban kokko no
Kodo memfa onsi na nkoma we dia afi na hyase dia ebedi akwanimu na afi ye dwedwe mu ahwe se dia okan se sa na te dia aban yi ne nsa na se dollar yi saba be pagya o
me dia mintumi nche nkomboni but ade a ihu ye na e kan na aban twa ya dapa no e bia kwasi kokko be kan ne de se de obi age atum na eno na aban afi aban etwe ne nsa no ade na start pagya biom no e be stress enye so obetwe ne nsa keke emom de din be man no medru anyo de din wo sa ban ye exporters no be complain banks no be complain be na wo sa ban ye betumi mayenya sustainable appreciation currencies and as a sustainable level of currency no eno na wo sa ban hwe no ye nempo se be gina na ntin kwanka gina ye so anya ne sa na o ka se obeya danko da do edi ni bia eda obeyi ni nsape ube se a starting APJ.
Yera kwajo opon kruma ena ote se yene no edi enkomono no ena ene wokọ abedwafie o memna hwedwafie a oye pani a wogina mu ebasikasemu a
many a reasonable Ghanaian things say excessive and onerous, and it seems the more you should bail to punish Ghanaian citizens. I don't know how found.
OBM just say we are lawyer ni. Until someone back just what just say the first one American say we have been sued with regards to our bill.
Sure.
MPP near friend Abronye.
Okay.
Oni ako Supreme Court say Supreme Court in church mu say bill send yama bill in tia constitution.
Okay.
Into your first part.
Okay.
But the American say Obi win him say on BFN of Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act 1960 Act 30. Now Act 30 no there were 2 sections on bill.
Okay.
Section 15 and section 96. Section 15 even before I go there are 3 kinds of bill. That is police inquiry bill. It's a police chinwa ombetimamo bill.
Yes.
Yoko your police powers.
Yes.
Inti
bill.
Yeah, chinobia yetumimani bill. And that is provided for under Section 15 of Act 30. Now, 96, sir, say, your boy could do a quarter. Court so bet me bill. Yeah, and we are friend bill pending trial.
Yes.
Now, what third one? Say, would it be, yeah, you know, could now assume Dibia for Bonibia Wedi. Now, court can say, would it for? Into Coco them go and spend time in prison. Now, I be a war appeal. Now, we see, oh, Master me sha. Court na trying the first no. A man trying here. Into me go appeal now. Bail me. Now, say, you agada.
Yes.
On the crowd, bill pending appeal. But and I say, also your friends, Capital Bank Papa.
Yes.
On also, you know, atuation, you know, bill pending appeal.
Yes.
So those are the 3 kinds of bill. Into Yoko Niamano, police inquiry bill. Into Niano. Efimbramu and say yoko ni ati one idea pese ye more bill and be more bill. But one of the requirements are bill and kasa no anything. Bill no ni ehwehwe ni say nimpa na ya chino no say eja ni so nkwa ochine bi obesan aba ye hia ni wo yoko ahwehwe na asem ni mo obeba na wa be boa hen me ahwehwe na asem mu. Enti yentumi nja wo say kona kokwa. Yentumi nja wo say kona kokwa. Na ye ma terms of bill now. Wo section 96 now. Or say you show the nature of the offense. senior bonene sisono and who bill ne also amount your friends will be a 200,000 Ghana cedis. The allegation is that the person has caused loss to the state of 200,000 Ghana cedis. We cannot give you bill of 50,000. And Ghana kwati kwa mu be fuyen
intia no se nipa no ewo a registered place of abode or be ote nipa no known in the society. These are two very critical conditions in bail. And they say or you known in society or registered place of abode. Why do you think say was Simon excessive monetary condition? Adintia.
Obi because excessive I mean who excessive. But we look at the nature of the offense. Say where we are Ghana $11 million. We cannot say more bill 50,000 Ghana cedis. And Obi who some politicians in Penifo who very well connected.
Yes.
And then Obi because watching me boss was saying say if you didn't Echiwa usunku. Yes. Enti nipa no bekasa fefefe muni mi wa Ghana wo hwehwe mi ameba ocha ne nko unja no na wakoto play mu noko na wo hwehwe no.
You can take his passport.
Obi
says na utimi eco court my agent passport.
I think the Obi
they almost a flight risker.
I think former foreign affairs minister Akwesi J.
Yes.
He took us to court say intimi Obi passport and the court said say Yoko, we can give other bulletins, but it means you'll be passed.
Yeah, but that's why you go. Central America say you go to court, and then you say Yoko, and it dovetails into this whole big conversation around even Yoko granting and I say bail conditions. And like I say, Abronye court, Supreme Court for interpretation on that. Because it dovetails into that big conversation.
And I make sure say the money your police inquiry bill.
I get
starting a criminal procedure. The police stations and investigative bodies have always granted bail, and the requirement is always the nature of the offense. The nature of the offense. I said 2017.
Yes.
Lawyer Penny Martin Pebu. Court. My court say bail no, we cannot use it. Bail is no longer we cannot jail because we cannot jail a surety. We cannot jail that surety because of bail. First no.
Na crimes. It's civil.
Civil.
Sure.
Into yes, you are quadrina ni pene janina sikani 200,000. You men bail 50,000. You are quadrina sikani sikani edema ni efian bia. Ni esisi o mine no.
No, but
into you didn't na ho ansa ya mabo.
I understand. I am saying, sir. Once PEMO determination, most any a flight risker, there are processes to get a person not to fly. That's the point I'm making to you. If it's about going to court and not so much to decide in some more than a passport, but going to court, proving to the court, say, assume say I'm not maintain a flight risk. And rather than me thinking, say, okay, based on the nature of the crime, it is in the case of wound to me. Most statement by in the case of wound, Mama, details of the crime he may have committed. But man, a bail consists of $50 million cedis. Some thought that was onerous and excessive. So Obi ekasa, say Odika, and
Obi, and the mechanic say, "Wun to me, Ghana ni bia beba your office will be no. Though bia bema bia, it is dependent on the nature of the offense you have committed. And for whom, so we are MPP ni, we are NDC ni, we tonto so makwala dream. We are wine. We are fair to everybody. Even the Criminal Offences Act in Section 96, it admonishes us that we should not use bail as a punishment. So we are careful, and we are an administrative body. They be a man for any court. They be a. It is a more bail than reasonable. People go to the court all the time with bail issues, and the court will sanction us.
Yeah, but and the challenge they say because of mumu bail no amoma. By the time the court declares that bail is reasonable, no nipa no right to freedom and liberty may have been curtailed because you give the bail condition within the 48 hours. But the nipa to me am for failure. Now I've done more than 48 hours.
Obi you to young there, but Mr. Nsem-Pii Juma Yoko. I can't count. If I on top of my head, there are close to 0 cases. Money for bail. Court naka say we are unfair because when court anka don hu nya nipa na ya na I mean I think that it's just because
what the person is alleged
to have been done. Court anka don hu say Yoko was fair in the matter. Most of the times no yeah nipa nu timemufu no mu nim information ayo.
Yeah, but someone found to jar you leave us to peddle rumors because in the case of Nsem-Pii, Mama bail conjure 50 million Ghana cedis. By name the value of the crime he's supposed to have committed.
And we've been a mechanism investigations which has to do with crime. Well, there's a kind 96 in the crowd. Or see if you should not release the person, if the person will come and interfere with investigation.
Absolutely.
So sometimes even giving the information out will lead to interference with the evidence. Very rare things will happen. So that is